Hello guys, my name is Chidiebere Vincent, and while I'm a graphics designer, I'm also a digital marketer and a programmer. But that aside, today in a graphics design we want to talk about. So I'll be taking you guys through a series of classes, and today being the first class, I want us to first look at the three basic components of every graphics design, which are the colors, the shapes, and the font type. Taking them one at a time, what are the colors? We all know what colors are, but what we might not know is that colors are further subdivided into the light colors, that's for example sky blue, the dark colors, say like wine red, then the neutral colors. Okay, so examples of light colors are, like I said earlier on, the sky blue, and the examples of dark colors are like the wine red, and finally the neutral colors are just two colors, which are the black and the white colors. Okay, now that we know our colors, let's move over to the next component, which is the shape. This component makes up a whole lot. Like, it's very important, very crucial to your design, because it's, first of all, it formulates the whole stuff. Like, say for example, you want to design a banner. Is it that you design a 2x2 banner, a 1x1 banner? That's a shape. You know, if you're designing a 1x1, that's a square. If you're designing a 4x6, that's most definitely a rectangle, and you know, the likes of it. So okay, so stay with me. Now we are going over to the last component, which is the font type to use during your designs. There are different types of font types. I'll make a list of 5 of them. So we have the bold, or we can call them the solid fonts. We have the regular fonts. We have the slim or tiny fonts. We have the cursive fonts, that's fonts that are curved, you know, all those signature fonts and all. And then we have the italic fonts. You know what an italic font is, those slant fonts. Then before you run your design, you need to consider what kind of information you're trying to pass, because this will determine what kind of fonts to make use of. Okay, say for example, you are looking at passing an information you don't want people to miss out on. Even person where they use classes, you don't want the person miss out on that particular information. Then you need to use either the bold or solid fonts, or the regular fonts. There's a reason for this. The reason is that you don't want the person to, you don't want people who have eye problems to start stressing to see the information. Say you want to give out an offer and you want to write Christmas offer. You don't need to use cursive font to write Christmas offer. Definitely people will skip that. They won't know that's what you are trying to say there. But if you use something like Arial, or you know, all those solid fonts to write the Christmas offer, I'm now put it in red, they go see them. So that's the essence of the different types of fonts. They are different. They have different hues. They have different. They serve different purpose. Okay. Now that we've gone through the fonts and understand better the application, there's this thing kind of should I say secret? I always tell people who attend my class about graphics design. When it comes to graphics design, try as much as possible to be creative. You know, go out of the box, do something extraordinary. But a lot of people kind of find this very hard. It seems as if it's something that is very tough, something that is very hard to do. Actually, it's not. To be creative with your designs, it's either you are doing something that no one has done. That's, think about a design, think about something, and then bring it into life, or you are making something someone has done better. While the first one seems very enticing, it's not everyone that has the capacity to do that, and it's everyone that has the time for that. You could actually go for the second one, which is you taking something someone has done already and make it better. So most of the times I advise every time I advise my students to go over to Google and on Instagram, browse the kind of design they want to do. Say you want to design something for your brand, go look up other brands, you know, see what they've done, see the kind of designs they've dropped, then pick up some of their ideas and then, you know, adjust it to suit better into your own idea. So before we end the class, here are some take-home assignments you need to do. Very compulsory. If you don't do them, that means you're not following up with the class, and I'll be forced to remove you from the group. So number one is go to Google, browse through some of the great designs, and take note of the different components we've talked about. That's the shape, the font, and the colors. Take note of these designs, of these components, so that when I'm talking about them or using them in the next class, you won't be lost. Okay. Then the second assignment is to pick out a design you want us to redesign, because in the next class we'll be doing basically we'll be redesigning some stuff that has been dropped on the group. I'll pick, like, say maybe 1 or 2 designs from the group, and I'll redesign it, in the next video, so you'll be able to and while I'm designing, I'll be pointing out the different components we talked about, the shapes, the fonts, and the colors, and why we're making use of them. Okay, so on this note, we'll have to come to the end of this class, and I'll be expecting to see you unfailingly on the next class. All right, for now, have a great and wonderful year, and put it that way.